I think it was the best game for the 40 minutes where we kind of controlled it and stayed in control and followed the game plan. TB, Terrence, I think he did a great job coming out and controlling the game. I think he got Seydu an early three, got KD going, and did a great job defensively on Moses. No, I think our high shooting percentage, I think, was a tribute to the playing with the pass, which we talked about, not taking early bad shots and playing together, which I think we did a really good job, best job tonight, and I think that was reflected in our shooting percentage, especially in the first half. Still, they had 13 more shots than us. It's going to be hard to win that way going forward, so got to do a better job on the defensive rebounds.
Coach, it looked like Keanu Dawes was playing a bit more aggressive, a bit more assertive tonight. That seems like something you've been trying to draw out of him. Just what can you say of Keanu's performance?
No, encouraging, and that's and still want more. 40 minutes. I think he was aggressive, and I think our guards helped with that. I think a good moment tonight was when they were in the press. We told them all week we were going to see a lot of press, to be aggressive, and KD catching it and taking it all the way. I think that was encouraging, and you gotta change your personality on the court. Keanu's a great kid, but again, we're going to continue to need more from him. But yeah, he made a jump tonight.
Alex, a lot of times this season we've talked about your team building up a lead and then them just kind of getting casual and taking their foot off the gas. What changed today that allowed you guys to really just kind of finish it from the beginning to the end?
Well, I think talking about it every day for 3 months is better than 2.5. But credit the guys because we've talked about that, talked about it in the timeouts, like not playing the score. You could be up 10, you could be there on a run, but we got to do the same thing. And we told them that at the halftime. I asked them, how do we get the lead? Right? What can we do better? And don't let up. Keep doing that. Playing with the pass, being aggressive, and scoring off our defense, which I think we did a better job in the second half of doing.
McHenry went 27 points tonight, 6 for 9 behind the arc. What do you think about his performance tonight and his leadership overall on this team?
He's another guy, pretty much every guy I want a little bit more from, but I tell him all the time he's one of the few seniors on the team, and he's got to be, one, vocal. But I think Don, he's playing off the ball more than he has in the past, and I think he does a great job of letting the game come to him and picking his spots and being patient. Him and TB have really done a good job with that, and they've done a better job playing off each other. But again, I think just the leadership and I want all of them to talk more because good teams tend whether they tell each other the mistake they made instead of me. But Don, again, he's one of the few seniors, so his leadership's been good.
Coach, you talk a lot about being able to play with the pass, play with confidence on the offensive end. And there's a lot of balance on that stat sheet tonight. Is that kind of what you envision from this team to be able to do?
Yeah, I think any team, I think, is better that way because I think that's been the lost art in the last little while is I think fewer and fewer players get to this level and they know how to, play without the basketball because I think that's the one thing that I can teach them, like how to create opportunities off the basketball because they all grew up only knowing how to score with the ball. But, just I keep hitting them on, play with the pass, change sides of the floor, and score together, which I think they did a good job. How do I fit into the 4 other guys on the court, and what are my opportunities and my role, and then it'll happen.
You talk about playing with the pass. You guys had a season-high 23 assists tonight. How did that, maybe allow things to open up for guys as the game went on?
Well, first of all, it gave me the opportunity at the end of the game to go in and tell them I told you so. Because it's a lot easier. Whether you score 10 points, 8 points, 20 points, it's a lot easier when you do it with your teammates. And playing with the pass, and I think another thing that helps our group, if you come in thinking about what my job is and I'm playing with the pass, then scoring kind of naturally happens, right? Same thing defensively. If you come in and you play your role, that'll create opportunities for easy baskets in transition, which happened tonight.
Coach, E.B. Traore got his first action tonight. What did you make? What sort of presence does he provide on the floor for you guys?
You know, first of all, I give EB all the credit in the world. You know, he was one of the guys from last year. Myself and the staff, we came in, didn't know him really well. He'd been injured. He hasn't played in a game for, I think, at least a year. And, you know, the line, which is true, which you tell your players is, I don't know when or where your opportunity will come, but be ready, and all the credit in the world to him to be ready. And you know, a line we always use as coaches is make me play you. So EB came in, you know, it was going to be probably for, you know, 2, 3, 4 minutes, but actually he forced us to keep him in for longer. So I'm happy for him because it's been a long road back from the injury, but credit to him for being ready to play.
Last few games, it seems like Kendall has asserted himself a little bit more. What are you seeing from him, and kind of where's he at in his progression?
No, I think Kendall keeps. I think his improvement is incremental all the time. Like going from not sure if he was going to actually redshirt or play this year, but again, he's another guy that forces myself and the rest of the staff to play him more. He played a little. Played a little bit of the 3 tonight, but I think his plus minus was 25 tonight. And he's another guy which he's capable of a lot, but he does a really good job playing in the confinement of his role and his teammates. And I think he's one of those guys that's fun to play with.
How prepared do you think your team is for conference play now?
You know what? We'll find out soon enough. And no, I tell them all the time. I said, Washington's going to be a good game going into the conference, but if you just look at what the Big 12's doing, it's hard to make an argument against it not being the best conference in the country. So, our goal is, again, competing against ourselves and getting better, which I think we're doing, and the rest will take care of itself. But it's my first year, and a lot of our other guys the first year. So there's a lot of good teams and good coaches with veteran teams. But I think we're excited and we'll be ready.
Yeah, guys, it seems like tonight was the most complete game you've had. Just kind of walk us through like how this game is maybe different from the rest of the season.
I would say probably, the emphasis that coach had on like the other players on the other team in practice this week. We were really locked in on that the whole week, and knowing our personnel and knowing our man, and coming in knowing that what we wanted to execute.
Just from the offensive side of things, coach has always talked about playing with the pass, being able to play fast. And you guys had a lot of different contributors across the board tonight. Just how well do you think the team was able to do that tonight, to be able to play fast?
I just think we're able to follow the game plan. And then, like you said, we just played with the pass. We had 23 assists to their, 13 assists? TB had 11 assists. And I think it just started from how we came out the jump ready to play and just getting everybody involved early on in the game.
Can you guys just talk about the importance of Kendall to this team? Because there's been times where he seems like he's just a jolt that you guys need on both sides of the floor.
I would say Kendall helps us really well because he comes in every time. He does exactly what coach asks of him. He doesn't expect more from the team. Like, he doesn't come in thinking that he deserves more than what he should. He comes in, he rebounds, he knocks down open shots, and then he listens because he knows he's a freshman. So he listens to a lot of upperclassmen whenever we tell him something. So he's just doing the right things, and that's why he's getting more minutes.
Keanu, you've seen the process EB's gone through the last year and a half. What does it mean to you personally and just to the team to be able to see him get out on the court and finally kind of get that experience?
It means a lot to me personally because I've been around him for the last year. So I've seen from the day he got injured till now, and then just seeing how much work he puts in to be able to get back to playing shape and to be able to come in ready to play immediately. I think he got a bucket as soon as he checked in the game. And then he just brings so much physicality and intensity that I think we miss at times, and that sometimes that we're going to need to use a lot in the Big 12.
You guys are an experienced team, but a lot of guys playing together for the first time. After a win like this, how do you guys see the team mesh over the past, week, 2 weeks?
Just getting better. Obviously, coach emphasizes a lot, like going into games, a lot of teams are going to be crowding the paint, doing things like that. So just emphasizing me finding an open man and playing with the pass, which I was doing a little bit, doing pretty well today. So just trying to find my teammates and then, us playing off each other and playing off I feel like the energy for our team is a big thing for us. So if one person sees the ball going to the basket, we got good energy for them. It gravitates to the next person. So just us playing with high joy and a high motor just gets us better every single day. And obviously bringing it into practice, it starts at practice. So that's what we do. Obviously the scout team, the scout team and then the other team of our team in practice brings it every day and gets us better. So.
Earlier in the season, games like this weren't always as easy, right? You guys, I think you had the one loss and things kind of struggled from there. What does it mean, though, to be able to get 100 points and to be able to be where you're at now, knowing that you're getting in conference play, starting to see things kind of progress?
It means a lot. 100 points is definitely a cool accomplishment to have, but I think the biggest takeaway for us is that we're able to finish games. Like you said early on in the season, we would have a 15-point lead and end up winning by like 5 or 6 to the teams that we should be blowing out by 20. And just for us to keep going no matter what the score was. And there was times where they would kind of show that they were coming back a little bit, but at the end of the day, we just kept going and, put a full 40 minutes of basketball together.